Hi everyone! Well, it is officially 2019. I'm filming this on New Year's Day, and I'm doing so because I was asked quite a bit about one of my videos that I did on face yoga. I did this video about 3 years ago. I believe I was 53 when I filmed it, and now I'm about to turn 56, and many of you asked when I did that filming, how long does the exercise work? And so I figured what better way to show you than to do it again 3 years later and have you compare my face from one video versus the other. And so what do you think? Do you think it works? Now, I have not, once again, have not done face yoga for quite a while so that I would look as haggard and as tired as I did on that last video before I begin showing you the process of doing it. And I actually stayed up all night long to produce the last video that I did showing you the wonderful light tablet that we just released on creativefeet.com. So I am exceptionally tired. I have definitely not had enough sleep lately. So keep that in mind as we go. When I did the last video, I showed how I use medicated chapstick, and I was criticized by some people on whether or not it's good for you to do so. And in all honesty, I do still use the medicated chapstick when I have to. Sometimes I fly on planes, and lotion just doesn't seem to do the trick. It gets absorbed into the skin too quickly. You need more like an oil that stays oily for longer than just a few minutes. Otherwise, you're going to be stretching the skin rather than reaching the muscles beneath the skin. So I have tried other things over the last 3 years. One of them is organic rosehip oil. There's lots of different brands of this, and it does stay liquid for a little bit longer than some of the other oils. I tried coconut oil, and I was very upset when I started losing my eyelashes and my eyebrow hairs were falling out. And my beautiful daughter, Jen, she said, it's probably the coconut oil. That happened to her as well. She was using coconut oil on her face, and the eyelashes started to just fall out. So while that is really good for you in many different places of your body, I think it needs to stay away from your eyes. So the rosehip oil did not cause me any problems, and I don't think I have had any negative results of using chapstick. Whether or not you agree with me, you are more than welcome to use whatever moisturizer you like. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the processes. There's a couple things that I will explain better than I did the first time. And these are very embarrassing poses. I'm doing this because I love you guys. Today I'm going to use the rosehip oil. And first explain what we're trying to do. We are trying to tighten up muscles that you don't normally have the ability to tighten up. They're called involuntary muscles. And while you can smile, you can't really get this muscle to contract. So what we want to do is we want to get that muscle to contract. It's like lifting a weight. You lift a weight, you lift a weight, you lift a weight. But if you can't lift the weight because you can't get that muscle to move, we need to make our body move that weight. The best way for me to show you this is with a tennis ball. It has flex like your skin does. So as you push against it in both directions, all the muscles in your hands and everything get really tight. So if you push with your head against your hand, you can actually start to feel the muscles that you normally can't move. You'll start to feel them like tense up, and that is exercise. So another thing that we're doing when we're pushing against the skin is we're not rubbing the skin. You're finding a point of contact and keeping your fingers there, and then push in and against it, push in and against it. And sometimes I push up, sometimes I just push forward. So this is the way I do it. I start on my eyebrows, and last video, I only did one side of my face. So go ahead and look at my face. And what I'll probably do is show you this point right here. See my face before I begin. And then at the end of the video, I'll put it up again for you to compare. So here we go. You'll notice where my eyebrows are. I'm going to just go ahead and push. And as I push into my eyebrow, I'm also pushing down with my head. And as I do that, I'm also tightening up all my face at the same time. It's not a very pretty picture. Okay. And you push and release. Another thing I do is something that I saw, I can't remember her name. She's this beautiful blonde woman who teaches aerobic breathing. And if you combine it with aerobic breathing, you got a faster result. So the aerobic breathing is you breathe in and then breathe out and let all the air out of your lungs and then hold your breath while you do it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And that's as long as I can hold my breath. And I don't know if you can tell that they've picked up at all, but I also, this time only, I didn't move. I just stayed in one position, but I find that if you push in and release and push in and release, you'll get a better result. And this little thing here, my daughter says that's my get over here, Jen, wrinkle. That can go completely away if I get up into the hairline. So once again, I'm not going to bore you with doing the whole thing as long as I do it. Sometimes I'll spend about 15 minutes doing the exercise. Sometimes one area I'll spend 5 minutes on. So I'm just showing you just a little bit of each one. And I feel my lips getting tighter as I'm working up here, which is part of the magic of it. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if you can see me pulsating. I was pushing up and releasing, pushing up and releasing, pushing up and releasing. And you'll start to feel it get up into here. And so the next place is I go, what do I do? I can't remember. Okay, so working up into the hairline here again. Notice I'm taking my pinky into my eyebrow and then I'm looking down as I pull up, looking down as I pull up, and it tightens up the eyelid area. I also feel really relieved of stress when I do this. My eyesight improves. I feel like I can focus better. I'm not really sure why that happens. Doctors have talked about people doing face yoga and they're like, oh, it's really not that beneficial. All we can figure is that by rubbing your skin, you're increasing the collagen levels in the skin. Your skin does get a little bit red as you do it. And so let's work our way down to get rid of this little thing right here. I got and I'm using like this side of my hand and I'm pushing up and this thumb goes down here. I sure do love you guys to do this on film. You'll notice I have like a jowl that starts to hang, and whenever I see it, I'm like, no, you don't. And I'm rubbing underneath with my thumb, not rubbing the skin, but pushing against the muscle. So while it may appear I'm rubbing the skin, I'm not. And this start, I find that if I have inflammation, this reduces my inflammation and makes the puffiness in my skin just disappear. And once again, for how long it disappears it's like any exercise. You really should be doing it on a regular basis. Every day you do a little bit of face yoga. And I'm going to go ahead and do this side now. So the little wrinkles are starting to go away. And let's see, and one of the things that I didn't explain well when I taught it the last time was when we're going to work on this turkey neck thing that I got going on. I don't do this enough. I really should do this one more often. You actually will feel sore tomorrow when you do this correctly. So the correct way to do it is to take your tongue and stick it up on the roof of your mouth when you do it. Like that. And then breathe in and breathe out. And tighten all of that. So watch when I take my tongue down, tongue up, tongue down. So it really makes a big difference. Okay, so you might want to watch the video that I did last year as well. And I'm going to do this for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to edit this video together and let you guys compare the two faces and tell me, does face yoga give you lasting results or not? I really didn't explain some of the things I do inside of the eye socket. I kind of get my finger like below the orbital socket, and I'll push up and then bring my eyelid down, and you see my face is, I'm contorting it, tightening it, and moving it. So as you pull in opposite directions is what makes the muscle get tighter and shorter as we do that. So push in. And then the skin on my eyelid gets tighter. See how it's kind of, see my wrinkles? And then see how this one doesn't have it as much? So it doesn't take that long to do that. And see, and then we just keep doing it, and I just keep going until I don't see that. It makes putting makeup on eyeshadow on your eyelids a lot easier too. It's almost like my face is clay, and I'm just kind of moving the clay around until I get it to look as good as I feel like doing that day. And so now you can see how if you pull your face up, you can tell what area will go up if you can get that spot on your face to lift up. So you go past that. In this one, I'm trying to reach this muscle up in here. You can see how red my skin is, but also notice that that my skin bounces back, that it has more elasticity than it did prior to doing it. Well, that's all I'm going to do for now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button below. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I sure hope you'll do so today. And I hope that this face yoga challenge, and I do recommend that you do it for 10 days straight. Just give it 10 days. See if you don't see an improvement. Take a picture every day of your face. Try to do it in the same light, same position. And you can even use a ruler and draw lines and see if any areas of your face have actually increased or raised up. And the proof is in your mirror. But you have to try it in order for it to work for you. If me doing this doesn't prove that I love you, then nothing will. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. Woo, got a little bit of static cling going on. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I sure hope you will today. And from my family to yours, I'm wishing you a blessed, healthy, and most prosperous 2019. Thank you for watching, and mwah, see you next time.